Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another 10 car Tuesday episode, and this one should be a pretty fun one here. We've got Greenlight Collectibles, and we've got quite an eclectic little assortment of Greenlight cars, some cool ones that I've picked up over the last few months or so or whatever for my collection. Just haven't opened them yet. So we're going to take a look at these. This first one was a Chevy Impala from the Muscle Car Garage Up in Flames series. Copyright date on this one's 2008, so likely 2009, which we're looking at it being 10 years old already. That's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and just open them up. Obviously, I've pre-cut all the packaging, so spare you from that. Watching all of that. See, it comes with a card. Up in Flames, the Art of Flame painting, Crab Claw. This is the Crab Claw flame style, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Get the car. Oh, the car is awesome. So this is the first example of this 1967 Chevrolet Impala that I have in my collection for Greenlight. And for Greenlight, I mean, I do pick up anything that looks really cool and kind of unique to Greenlight. But I am trying to collect, one example of every tooling is kind of how I'm going after them. And I didn't have this one, so... And this is just a cool one to have, because mostly Greenlight does some more bland stuff, like as of late. This one's got a green post. It is GL004 is the tooling number. Looks like it's been around since 2005, this tooling. Number 722. And just a cool example of this car. I like the wheels on it. I think they look great. They're a little wide. That's normal for Greenlight. And we got an opening hood, some engine detail. And the fit and finish on this car is actually quite nice. It looks really good. It feels super high quality. It is very, very heavy. And it rolls well. It is level. There's no lean to the base or anything like that. And overall, great job. So, awesome. So it's an older Greenlight. You can tell it's an older Greenlight because it's got the green post. Older Greenlights have this green post. I don't know what year it was when they stopped doing that, but anytime I see a green post car and it's cheap, I typically just pick it up because, I don't know, the older Greenlight stuff was a little bit more limited in production, and on top of that, it just seems to be somewhat of a really good quality. So that's a cool car right there. So digging that one. That's number one. Number two is more recent. We got a couple Tokyo Torque cars here, just two of them. This is the 72 Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR from Tokyo Torque Series 5. Go ahead and pull that out. This, from the Tokyo Torque series, I think this is probably the best Tokyo Torque tooling from Greenlight. So just taking a look at it. As you can see, there's like some weird... Oh, I guess that's just some goop or something on the windows. Looks okay. The real selling point for this casting is the engine detail. They did a really good job on the motor detail, although this one looks a little weird. I don't know, man. Like, the quality is so hit and miss with recent releases from Greenlight Collectibles. Like, sometimes you can open these up and it's just a real disappointment. Sometimes you open them up and they're fantastic. This one is okay. 5410 is the number on the bottom. The tooling number for this one is 142. I like how they systematically number their toolings. I think that's a cool collectible feature, which kind of lends itself to trying to get an example of every tooling. And it's a cool car. It looks really good. As far as Tokyo Torque stuff goes, this is probably my favorite casting, is this one here. And mostly because they did such a great job on the engine detail, and I just think it looks really good. So, spoiler on it, got a lean to it. The taillights are a little crooked. So that's unfortunate, but it's kind of indicative of current state of Greenlight. All right, one more Tokyo Torque from the same series, Series 5. This is the 1972 Datsun 510. Let's see how this one is. It's a very tiny car, which is accurate. Looks pretty good. We've got a little lean to it, which seems to happen a lot with Greenlight. Taillights look good. Overall, the detail, the whole presentation of the vehicle looks pretty good. Let's see if we can get the hood open on this one. Barely can get it open, but there's some detail in there. I'm not going to try to force it any further open. Looks pretty good, though. Valley Datsun. Rolls really well. This one is pretty good. This one's in pretty good shape. The lean is... it's there, but it's not too significant, so it's not that bad. Longmont, Colorado. Shout out to anybody who knows what Longmont Potion Castle is. Absolutely hilarious. All right, so there is that. And then this next one is modern Greenlight as well. This is 1989 Ford Mustang 5.0. I believe this is from the anniversary collection from Greenlight. I think that's the series this is. And it's a recent release. It's a 2019 copyright. This casting is one of the best from Greenlight for sure. And this one looks pretty good. You got your lens detail for taillights, which are in there fairly straight. Lens detail for the headlights. Love the wheels and tires on it. They look really good. This is number 2900. The tooling is number 50. Is it really 50? Yeah, GLO 50. That's kind of actually hilarious. It's 5.0. All right, so anyway, it's got an opening hood with some detail. A little bit of detail in there. And overall, really good. The spoiler's plastic. Just a really good-looking tooling from Greenlight. Before we've had a recent influx of the use of this tooling, finding any of these was really tough to get. One of these 5.0 Mustangs in a non-police livery. They had the notchback and the police livery. That was pretty easy to find. But getting any of these was actually a feat back in that time. So, but now, I think they're a lot easier to get nowadays, especially with this car coming out and being available. I think I actually, I picked this up, I think, from a hobby dealer, but I think I've actually seen them at Hobby Lobby and stuff, so they're accessible. Currently accessible. And that's a really nice, they did a really nice job on this casting. I like it a lot. All right, and then let's see, we got one more modern one here. This is a Miho exclusive, 1968 Ford Mustang GT. Miho exclusive. These are limited to 4,600 pieces. It is the Bullet 50 Years Chrome Edition, limited. Miho exclusives did come out with some chrome plated, I guess they're chrome plated. I don't know if they're legit chrome plated. Chrome cars, and then they have a Spectre Flame finish on the top of them. That looks really strange. Look how it looks like oil, like an oil spill. That looks wicked under this light. Let me try to see what happens when we buff it a little bit. Does that come off? No. And I'm guessing these cars were pretty much a flop. Guess it was somewhat of an idea. This is number 185. That's a low number. The tooling number 25C. So there's a bunch of different versions of this tooling, by the way. There's I think there's a fastback, a notchback. I don't know what I think there's a third one even. Hood only opens that far. I'm not going to try to force it. But yeah, the paint on this looks really strange. If you can see that real well, if it's showing up on camera. Real weird. I guess it looks kind of cool, but I don't think that was the intention. I think the intention was just to look like chrome, not look like some sort of acid trip. So, alright. It looks alright, though, I guess. But, just again, I think those cars kind of flopped, those Chrome Edition cars. I don't think too many people were too excited about them, mainly because they were really expensive, too. And then we got the 09 Chevrolet Corvette C6R. I believe this was a hobby. This might have been a hobby. I'm not sure if this is Greenlight hobby or not. I just needed an example of this casting. I thought, you know what, why not get the racing one with the shell livery, because it was available. I seen it. I think my buddy Crazy Todd actually just had it because he had an extra one of these inadvertently. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just grab one of those from you. This one is a pretty cool tooling. It's got a plastic top. Of course, the body and base are metal. This is number 4723, and this is an older tooling, 23, GLO 23. Copyright date looks like 2009. 2008 is the copyright date for the tooling. But anyway, so it's an older one, and it is pretty cool. I mean, it did a pretty good job on this Corvette. You got the lens detail up front. You've got, it's just painted detail back there. It should have an opening hood, I believe. It should open backwards, right? Maybe. I don't know if that opens or not. It looks like it's a separate cutout piece. I've never had this tooling before, though, so I don't know if it opens. I'm hesitant to do this, but it should open this way, right? No, whatever. I'm not going to do it. All right. There it is anyway. Looks pretty good. Stance on it looks a little weird, like it's like heavy in the rear end, especially from this side. Kind of looks like it's launching. It's okay. It's not the best. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I got one more. This was from Travis. Heavy Metal 164 sent me this one. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nevada, USA, 1977 Pontiac LaMar Police. This is from Hot Pursuit Series, I don't know, like 100. 29. Series 29. So, man, if you collect Hot Pursuit, shout out to AR Hotbox. If you collect Hot Pursuit, man, you got a lot of cars. Yeah, so this came out 2018 copyright date. So this is a recent release, and it's a cool tooling. It's a fairly newer tooling from Greenlight. Front end looks really good. All in all, it's a good looking vehicle. I think they did a good job on it. Light bars on fairly straight. Not 100% straight. But like I said, the assembly of these cars as of late just seems to be very hit or miss, and I would venture to say mostly miss. A lot of the times there's definite quality issues with the vehicles. I hope they address that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I don't know if someone from Greenlight would ever watch my videos. I have no idea. If they do, they've never mentioned anything to me. I know Greenlight really doesn't sponsor anybody. Maybe they don't, or maybe they would sponsor like Lamley or something, and he just doesn't really. Maybe John doesn't really like Greenlight because he doesn't seem to get Greenlight ever, or hardly ever anyway. So maybe he hasn't gone after a sponsorship with them, but they don't seem to really play that game. And I don't know, but they have some quality issues. I just wish they would address it. This one looks pretty good. The light bar's on crooked. I mean, it is. Other than that, you really can't complain about this. And the light bar is barely noticeable, so this one's hardly complainable, but still got some issues. All right, back to some older Greenlight for a moment. The 2006 Dodge Challenger Concept. This is from Muscle Car Garage, stock and custom. Series 4, Muscle Car Garage Series 4, Dodge Challenger concept. I actually had this car in like kind of like a sheriff livery, and now I've got it in just a straight up stock livery. Okay, pretty cool. So this is older Greenlight. 2957 is the number of this particular one. This is casting number GL018. Got the green post. And when did this come out? The package says 2007. So copyright date 2007 on the castings. Probably this debut of this tooling was that year, so might have even been in this series. And this should be the stock version, I believe, of this car. I don't know what the custom one would look like. It comes with a little card. And, yeah. So, right off the bat, I mean, this thing feels solid. The tires just need to be moved around a little bit. This thing has been sitting in the package for a very, very long time. And it looks to be in good shape. So some of the older Greenlight, what you will forego for some of the really nice qualities, they're built with a little bit different in the beginning. I mean, they just have painted details back here. I don't think a lot of them had lensed features, but or plastic inserted features. But they were solid. I mean, this thing rolls. Kind of closer to Auto World in construction back in that day. Which, I mean, Auto World has some quality issues every once in a while too. All these diecast brands do. Something weird going on with that rim too. Now that I look at this, there's some like flashing left in there that was left behind. It's hardly noticeable though. Yeah, pretty cool. All right. And then this one looks really awesome. This is the 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner Hemi from Speed Pinks series. This came out copyright date 2007, so probably 2008. So we're about 11 years out now. Another green post, Greenlight. And anytime I've seen Greenlight cars like this, I pick them up for sure. They're just cool. They don't really put out like, I don't know, as cool as stuff, I don't think, these days. Crimson Blaze. That's awesome. It's got big fat meats on the back, slicks, and then it's got some skinny tires up front. Mopar, or no car. Got some detail under the hood. Looks good. Yeah, buddy. That's a pretty good looking car. Definitely dig that one. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you're a Mopar fan, I would say this is a really cool one, right? I mean, I think it's cool, and I'm not a huge Mopar guy. All right, and then we've got this 64 Volkswagen Samba bus. This is a green machine. This was given to me from Mr. Paul Wooten. Shout out to you, buddy. This is from Club VW Series 6. 6 series of Club VW, and they probably have more than that after this. I don't even know. I stopped collecting them. But this is a green machine, and he found this a while ago at a Toys R Us before they closed. And I finally got to go down to Nashville, visit my brother, and also, as a consequence, visit Mr. Paul Wooten. Check out his collection and stuff like that. It was very cool, and he hooked me up with this. So this is awesome. What makes it a green machine? It was kind of difficult to notice, I guess, maybe when it came out, because the green machine part is the striping and the school bus text on the car. Normally that would be black, not green, not green machine green. So pretty cool. I did stop collecting this casting. This is number 2044. It's like 66. Yeah, is the tooling number. This was originally a high-speed casting, and then I believe they just retooled it for the Greenlight mainline so they could use it outside of Motor World. They gave it a metal base, which it originally had a plastic base. But it's cool enough to add it to the collection. I don't get these buses anymore unless it's something like that's really cool and unique and I think is really cool. So then I'll pick it up. But other than that, I kind of stay away from them nowadays because I have like 100 of them. So, all right, you guys, that's gonna be it for the episode. This was the 10th car. A little paint issue up here too. See that? Nicking the paint already, right out of the package. All right, so let me know what was your favorite of the episode. I have to say, I don't know. Almost these two definitely. These are probably my favorite of the episode. This Impala is really cool, and so is this Roadrunner. I think those are awesome. Totally awesome cars. And then I don't know. I mean, it's hard not to dig that, right? For you JDM guys, though, of course you're gonna dig that pair. And then this, honestly, this looks so weird. The paint looks so weird in there that it's kind of cool, but it's really strange. The Corvette, I'm not a huge Corvette guy, so not a big fan of that. The Le Mans looks pretty good, and so does the Challenger. But definitely my favorite two are these two. All right, you guys, so thank you very much for watching another 10 Car Tuesday episode. Please check out my playlist of 10 Car Tuesday episodes if you want to see more good stuff. Also, check out my other playlists on my channel. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, leave a comment, and please visit my sponsor, MassCarDisplays.com. Use the promo code CHAMPION to receive 10% off your order. Great, inexpensive display cases, and you ain't going to fit this in a Plano, and it might struggle to fit into a Carney case, so MassCar Displays is where it's at for displaying your Greenlight collectibles. All right, so thank you very much, guys, for watching, and have a great day.